What is up, everybody? So, I'm losing my voice, and I need it for work. So, here's the deal. I'm going to play a rerun. You guys can hang out in the chat and watch an old show from like 2 years ago. But I need my voice for work. I can't take time off because I'm getting ready to go on vacation. So, work takes priority over the show. And I need my vocal cords because, when you deal with customers all day, you need to be able to talk. So anyway, enjoy the rerun. If you don't want to hang for this, I get it. I'll try to make it tomorrow. If I can't make it tomorrow, sorry about that. We'll see one day at a time. But enjoy the rerun of the Waterhole. Hey, it's back in the good old days when Ryan was here. So enjoy the rerun and talk to you later. I'm taking care of the vocal cords. Later.
Will anybody ever watch it? The answer is probably no. They thought up a really stupid name. They call it the Waterhole, where everybody thinks they're lame. And they're always sad they came. You wanna be where you can see rhino and horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came. You wanna be where you can see rhino and horse act lame. You wanna be where everybody's sad they came.
It's the Waterhole Tuesday. What's up, Rhino?
What's up, dude?
When's your first Kings game? I know you have a preseason game tonight. When's the first real game?
A week from Thursday.
A week from Thursday. I gotta comb my beard out real quick. There we go. All right. Gotta make it look all glamorous for the show. There's Liz. Hey, Liz. Liz, do I have permission to tell what happened in your prize? Oh, okay, good. She already heard the polo. I can tell them. All right. We were talking about Liz. So Monday night, what are you eating? What is that? What is that?
A wiener.
A wiener. A wiener. Wiener. Where's my bacon drops? Wiener.
A turkey wiener.
Wiener. Last night, Monday, Liz is on, and then Tyler joined us for the show last night. So we had Liz and the voice of God, Tyler and Oshkosh. We were talking about football and everything else. And I did hit a nice bet on Sunday. And Liz said, I've got something going, but I'm not going to jinx it. I don't want to tell anybody. So I'm like, okay, I believe in the curse and the jinx and everything else. So she had to wait until the game was over. And she hit a 5 parlay pick, $20, and the $20 was guaranteed. So if she lost the bet, they were going to reimburse her. You get basically $20 to bet somewhere else. You don't get $20 back. You get, I believe it's a credit to use somewhere else. But she hit a $20 5 quarterback parlay for $200.
Nice.
And this is her first year on Prize Picks. So we joined together. I joined. I sent her a promo code. She joined. I've already cashed out. I took them for $129 or something. I cashed out, and she's still playing with her free money. She almost died, she says. So,
Okay. So that needs to be your new segment on Fridays on my show.
What?
We don't talk games. You talk parlays.
Betting?
You're really good at that. Yeah.
Look, I was thinking about this today. How do I describe it? I'm like one of those, let's use baseball as an analogy for this because it's the best analogy I can think of. I strike out a lot.
But I don't get hits. I don't get doubles and triples. I hit home runs. I like the long shots, which means I lose a lot of them. But when I hit them, they pay a lot. And that's kind of what Liz did. $20 to pay $200. That, so she had 5 quarterbacks, and she went with something I've never thought of. Now, I put these in my parlays, but not the way she did it. I will pick a quarterback. I will pick a game. And let's use last night as an example. Buffalo Bills and the Jets. Now, I missed one last night that was plus 4,400. I missed it in the last minute of the game because I had the hard parts. I'm going to put it on the screen. This is my loser. I had Josh Allen running a touchdown, rushing or receiving. He got it. Garrett Wilson, reception, touchdown. Alan Lazard, touchdown. I needed the Jets to win the game. And if I had that, my $1.50 bet would have paid $69. Plus 4,500. And I needed the fucking Jets to win, and sorry, hold on.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
They freaking shit the bed. Oh, I don't have the Dak sucks drop on this one. I have this.
Dallas sucks.
Fuck! But I don't have the Dak because that's on the Haunted Horse Show build.
I have a Dallas one. Let's see if it pops through. Oh, you know what? Hold on. These will pop through. I just have to take my Bluetooth off. Okay, that's
all right.
why you didn't get it. Here we go. This should pop through.
Nothing. Crickets.
What? Did this? I tweaked them too. What about this one? This doesn't pop through?
I know what it is because a couple of parts. That's Taco Tuesday, but all I heard was That's all I heard. Yeah, we got to work on that, dude. It's an art. You got, like I said, we're gonna send you to Hedstrom Bacon School. There's an art. It works if you're the host, and when I say the host, I mean you are running the computer. But when you're secondary, Bacon has to do, like when Stucknut Steve is hosting the show on his computer, Bacon has to do something different than when Bacon's running the show. Sometimes Bacon is running the Stucknut show, like when Steve's internet was all screwed up and too slow. And when Bacon runs it, they all punch through. When Steve runs it, he has to do different things. But I wouldn't mind doing a parlay show, but a lot of mine are done. The problem is I do the games like an hour before they start because I want to see the last injury reports. I get advantages based off of, like last night, Cook went down right before, he was game time decision, and within an hour of the game, they announced he wasn't going to run. And so I was scrambling to use that as an advantage. But Liz had... Real quick, I just want to say what Liz did because this is amazing. She picked 5 quarterbacks and went more or less, because it's prize picks, not over under, more or less on their rushing projections. And I think Jared Goff had like half a yard or 2 yards rushing, and she went over, and he ran for more than that. And I actually saw that game, and I know the run. He had a run where he got like 10 yards. But she went under on Josh Allen last night at 40 yards or something, and he ran for under that. I would have went over on that based on the Jets not doing well against the run and he being a running quarterback. Anyway, and without Cook in there, I thought he would have been over. She hit 5. You got to get them all 5, and she got it. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, that's great. I was just going to ask, do you have to, because they advertise the player insurance if somebody doesn't play or they get hurt in the first half, do you have to buy that, or does that come with your bet?
I don't know, because that's prize picks. DraftKings Sportsbook does not offer that. Now,
I thought you just said prize picks.
Liz is playing prize picks. I'm playing DraftKings. I played prize picks. I got the free bet. I used the promo code, got $50 free bets. Ran it up to $129, and then I cashed out because, for me, DraftKings, the sports book's better. Price Picks is good for, like, Liz, Because she lives in Texas. They don't have sports gambling, but they allow that apparently.
Interesting.
And I looked it up. She's like, oh, Texas, they don't allow us anything. I looked it up and I'm like, Texas? Texas allows prize picks for some reason. Jay was in first with my dick's so big
Someone
it
isn't
me.
gonna like that.
Your move,
Apparently he wins for that. And then Burn Dog.
So you get nothing. You lose.
He
Good
was
day,
second
sir.
place. Jay and Darren are going to smoke a bowl. And a lot of highs. And Horse, I was going to pimp everyone today, but I was cut down pot plants. I was cutting down pot plants. I fucking tore ass up the hill to get a Jarrah tweet out. I missed that. I heard about 2/3 of the Jim Rome show today. So I missed
I didn't
your
hear
tweet,
any
Jay.
of it. I might have heard a second of it.
We get
but
busy.
not
I had to drive to Eugene, the town that hosted the Ducks Ohio game. So what's cool is I was down there Friday before the game, and then I had to go back today, see the same customer. And the town before the game, very anxious.
Gail, welcome to the show.
Like, I don't know, Ohio State. And today everyone's like, whee! You know, they're still on a high. Down
Your
there.
coach did. It was so smart. It was so smart.
Right.
He said he confirmed he
Yes.
intentionally did it.
Yes.
Sent a 12th player on the field the last second before the refs could throw the flag when the play was already snapped, which took off 5-6 seconds. And there was
Yes.
only 9 seconds left.
Yes.
Freaking brilliant.
Oregon's Dan Lanning admits to exploiting loophole against Ohio State, reportedly sparking
Brilliant.
NCAA probe. You can probe all you want. Probe all you want. That's the rules, and he conformed to the rules. Now, they can have a probe and say, maybe we need to change that or whatever, put the time back on the clock. But they're your rules, NCAA, so don't be probing anything. Don't try to, say, well, unsportsmanlike. Yeah, fuck that. Turns out Dan Lanning was playing chess on Saturday night. The Ohio State Buckeyes had just been knocked out of field goal range after an offensive pass interference penalty. 2 plays later, they had 10 seconds on 3rd and 25. That's when Oregon head coach sneakily took a gamble. Sent 12th man on the field as the ball was snapped, and 5 seconds came off, and then there was a penalty. What's weird is even if they don't want to take the penalty, the time is still off. They don't put it back
100%.
on. So he knew that, and the next play, the quarterback ran into field goal range, dropped down to get a timeout, but the 6 seconds on that play had expired. I watched that game, and I was like, oh my gosh, we won.
It was so smart. Hey, what's up, Scabs? Scabs, this is not To Catch a Predator. Source has already been caught. So,
Oh, Johnny Scabs is here?
yeah, so it's to, I don't know, watch a predator? I don't know.
We're here to watch Horse read articles. What the fuck? I wanted to prove I could read. I've had people say that I never passed 2nd grade. I dropped out, and I wanted to prove I can read. Yeah.
There you
we're
go.
here. We're here to watch Horse read articles. Except Johnny
Hi, Cindy. Oh, you. It's good to see you again.
Scabs is here to troll us, to throw
Perfect.
insults at us, because whenever Johnny Scabs is in the audience, it's not the Waterhole, it's the Ryan and Horse celebrity roast.
That's
I
fine.
use celebrity
I love Scabs.
very,
He can do what he
very,
wants.
very liberally.
Well, I guess my update from the weekend is Liam Palooza is over.
Congratulations.
I am sore. I am tired.
For those that weren't here,
Uh,
Liam Palooza, your son turned 10, and they had the big, huge party where all the kids show up, and there's all the inflatables and the cotton candy machines and everything, and then they get their present, because that's what
Yes.
happens when you go to
They
your
get
son's
their
birthday.
present.
They get presents.
They all got
For showing up.
Pikachus. Yes.
How
sent
was
you a
the
picture of the box.
Pikachu's, the little Pikachu stuffed animals? Were they geeked?
They all got Pikachus that
Yeah.
were like that big.
Nice.
So, anyways, yeah, he had a good time. It was the right size. There wasn't as many kids this year, but like the party spread and everything was exactly the same. We show up probably a little later than we should have to my mother-in-law's. And so she's, kind of got her hair on fire a little bit.
Were there
and she's
kids
like,
arriving before you got there?
No,
Oh,
we
okay.
were there 3 hours
Oh,
before the
got it,
party.
got
But
it.
one of Liam's cousins got there early, and Liam was being a little diva to his cousin. Like, he's like, it's my birthday. Like, you need to do what I... And we're like, dude, don't be that kid.
Wow.
Yeah, we were like, don't be that kid. Don't be that kid. So we're glad we got that out early. But yeah, it was cool. The kids ate it up. 2 piñatas, popcorn machine, every dessert you can think of. Yes, it was a fun time.
Nice.
So
I actually big timed a kid at like my 5th when I turned 5 or something. There's a picture of me. I remember it exactly and there's a picture of me doing it, and it's like me pointing at me and looking at this kid like it's my day. So yeah, I did that at
So
5 though.
At 5, I sent this to Horse, and it just sent today. But this was.
Do you want me to put it on the screen?
Yeah, put it on the screen so
All right.
everyone can get a flavor.
Flavor Flav. I can do that.
So they know I'm not exaggerating what happens.
It's no, I saw last year. I haven't seen this year, obviously, because the video just showed up. But I saw last year, and I'm like, holy crap! It's like something you see like in a Richie Rich cartoon.
I thought. Well, I did send that to you Saturday, which is weird.
All right. So far, nothing special. It's a kitchen. Now we're gonna go outside to Liam Palooza. Here we go.
Do you need help to
It's like opening the door to Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
Here you go.
Come on, get to the good stuff.
Version.
Get the good stuff. So far, nothing. Oh,
Candy.
we're getting something's up
Grilling
in the
here.
distance. Oh, there we go.
Got
The spread. Cupcakes,
dessert tea.
oranges,
We got
Pikachu
the whole
cake.
spread going this way.
Holy shit. Is that Pikachu edible?
Yeah,
Five Guys pizza?
Got all the
Pizza Guys.
Pizza Guys. Okay, I'm like, I didn't know that.
Got the
There's an inflatable. There's another inflatable. There's a balloon rainbow with Pikachu blow up.
And
seriously.
This is so freaking nuts. A popcorn
it's gonna get
machine.
going there a little bit.
A snow cone
Snow cone
machine.
machine. Drinks. You got the photo op. Here.
Oh, the photo op. So they sit in
Give
front of
me
the
a-
poster and get their picture. Oh my gosh.
Tables and the setup. So this is the time before the storm.
I hope your kid ends up with a very good job, because life doesn't, as an adult, it doesn't work that way. Anyway, I just think it's funny.
It's outrageous.
It is
these
outrageous.
Parties they get thrown for
That's totally inappropriate. It's lewd, lascivious, salacious, outrageous.
But he deserves it. He's a good kid.
He's
So,
a good kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's Liam Palooza in a nutshell. That was actually a scaled down Liam Palooza to a degree.
Johnny Scabs is here to feel better about himself. It's working. There you go.
Great.
We
Jim in
want
Indiana's
to
here.
uplift anyone that's not feeling the best. Look at us and realize that your lives are 100 times better. It could be worse, and then you'll feel better about yourself. Jim in Indiana's here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Are you watching the Kings game's not on yet? What the hell are you watching?
Nothing. I'm fast forwarding the feed for us because for whatever reason
Oh.
it like slows up when I'm on.
It slows
Oh, no.
up when you're on. What's up with that?
Like if I'm on Zoom with you, whatever reason it slows up my YouTube feed.
Oh, got it.
So,
Got it. Yankees are up 2-0 on the Guardians in the bottom of the second. Is the Dodgers, is today a travel day?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
going to the East Coast.
I was so happy that they lost last night.
Yeah, I figured you were.
Oh.
They had a good streak going into last night.
They
where
were.
it was
0 runs in 18 innings, and then the cork popped out last night, and the Mets unloaded on them 6 runs.
They did. Has Johnny Scabs been here since you made your big announcement? I don't
Nah,
think
he hasn't
has.
heard the big announcement yet.
Johnny
he
Scabs.
listens to Rome. He's probably heard it there.
Yeah, so Horse, with multiple marriages, he finally, I don't know why he did it on national radio,
Because
but
if you're gonna
check
give,
this out.
you gotta go big.
Breaking news, Scabs.
Haunted 00 Horse. Jim, I also fathered an illegitimate child.
He has a child.
There
we
it
don't know if
is.
it's a boy or a girl,
Well,
but
in fairness to them, I don't want to give too many specifics so that they can be found out. So
I get that.
there you go. There you go. The big news. I got the big news. Johnny Scabs, I don't know if he's heard this.
Wait, Ryan, a woman had sex with you?
Yes, she did, my friend.
You know what the best thing is? Oh, there's Cindy. Cindy's here. Where's her drop at? Where is her drop at? Oh, I'm in the wrong screen. There it is.
Hi, Cindy. Oh, you. It's so good to see you again.
I forgot Jay's drop. I've been lazy on these. Jay is here.
No, God, please, no! No!
Jay's in the chat.
No! No!
I gotta start hitting these again. I created a button for Abigail and she's missing. She's MIA, missing in action. And it's an awesome one.
Be real, Abigail. Is that you?
That's a great drop. Tyler, you don't have a drop yet. You don't have a button. You got to be annoying like, you just got to be persistent like Burn Dog.
Dude, the fact that you make Abby's drop vibrate, that's pretty funny. That is pretty damn good creative stuff there. I do have to ask you this, though, because earlier, I guess it would be late last week, the Northern Lights were back in some places.
I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
The best night was a Thursday night, and it's a work night, and here's the problem with the Northern Lights, because trust me, I've tried. My best shot was in Alaska when we were on the cruise, and there was a night where it was potential, and we were socked in with fog that night. You couldn't see anything. Here's the thing with the Northern Lights. The sun spews out its jizz, right? And then like 3 days later, you get 1 or 2 days where Northern Lights and whether it's far south and everything else. And it was. And people took pictures or whatever. And Tyler took a bunch of pictures and posted them on the internet. And I saw his pictures. So I was looking outside. I was walking outside taking pictures of the sky with my phone to see if it would show up. And nothing. Here's the problem. When they say the Northern Lights, they never know when it's going to happen. Just that it's possible. So you could stay out all night and then it happens at 3 a.m. Or you could stay out all night and it happens at 5 a.m. Or it happens at whatever. So if it'd be different if they're like, okay, between 9 p.m. and 12 p.m. the Northern Lights are going to be out. Then I would be out there and, like meteor showers. Those are predictable.
So that's why I did it very carefully, and I didn't say anything about the polo group, but Tyler was the one that could see them really well from his place. Well,
he was also posting it on Twitter,
gorgeous.
so you're not giving away anything that wasn't on Twitter.
Good enough.
I know.
Oh my God, that's so cool.
Yeah.
So cool.
Yeah, I was reading a thing where the different colors, red is at a different altitude than green. That's why some people get red and green, and there's blue and purple. Oh, you can't hear me.
I got you.
Oh, okay. The red is I think the highest altitude. So
the red.
Eric Pacheco's here.
Welcome to the party, pal.
Ooh, he says. It was bound to catch up with me, all these damn DNA tests, right, Cindy? That's why I refused to take one. But figured I'd
Isn't that
send
creepy how you can figure out you have I wonder how that works. You must have to like check some box to allow them to cross-reference your results with any results that have been submitted.
You do.
Because
you do.
You do.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. That I do know. I haven't done it, but yeah, there's a specific spot where you say let people see my, people that are related to me find me and all that crap. Yeah, they definitely. So
It's also a back door if you refuse to give your DNA to the cops, and let's say they get a search warrant for your DNA, but you are on the run, they can now go to those places and try to obtain one if you've submitted one.
well, the cold cases they're finding now are by relatives of the perpetrator. They don't even need the perpetrator's DNA. They can they can weed it down by, let's say your aunt went on one of those things, did the DNA. Oh, it's so neat or whatever. And then they're like, oh, wait, this is a real close match. And then they look for like a sister or brother. And between the aunt and the sister and brother, they're like, that's the person. And they never gave a sample, and they never, yeah. And then to confirm it, they go through your garbage or do whatever and then get your actual, but they've already figured out it's you. Now it's just a matter of getting your DNA. Apparently, if your DNA is in your trash, the cops can get it. I would imagine that's a state thing, but I've read where they go and look for drinking, used drinking cups or something.
Yeah, there's different things. Like I've read some case law on where it's been put to the appellate courts where they'll do undercover stings where, let's say you sell inflatables, right? So you rent out inflatable source. Like they'll hit up like your business and be like, hey, we're gonna do a cop fest here in 3 months. We're interested in using your company. Could we meet up and talk business, right? And they offer you a drink or whatever, and then they
Take
just
the
take
glass,
drink
have the waitress pull the glass away. The waitress is an undercover police officer, and then they put it in a bag, take it off to the lab, boom, out of here. Do we have anything else? Let's see. Liz, I was able to talk about her bet. That was one thing I wanted to do. All right. I got some weird news. I got lots of weird news. You know what? The weird news you missed from, I ran it on the Haunted Horse Show, and I wasn't even thinking because your dad's a pilot, but it was angry air traffic control recordings of them yelling at pilots. That was pretty funny.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's like, make your left turn, and then the plane's not letting. It's 273. Make your left turn now. And they start screaming at him.
You should see what happens with restricted airspaces, especially in DC and Maryland. Holy crap.
I would imagine, yeah. I heard a sonic boom once. Jets are not, even military jets are not authorized to go supersonic over the United States, continental United States, except for a time of war or when they're authorized for an emergency or whatever. There was a plane that got too close to Air Force One up in Seattle, and they scrambled 2 jets out of Portland, and they went supersonic, and boom! And they were authorized because it was a threat to a possible threat to Air Force One, and they had to get their shit up there quick. And it was just someone got too close, flying along, and they weren't paying attention and got within the security area of Air Force One, and those guys went supersonic. And, boom. Big boom. Big boom. So, yeah, when they're flying at the air shows and they're loud.
Boom, diarrhea.
When they're at the air shows and they come by and it's like, boom! And we have the air show, and I hear them every year over our house, and the windows shake.
Dude.
That's not a sonic boom. The sonic boom is like your windshields could blow out. Yeah.
In the air show, the noise, it's unreal. Like how loud it gets.
Dude, I hear it here every year.
My dad and Liam, his how he is, and loud noises are not his thing. And my dad's like, "Oh, I think he'll love the air show," and he got us like into the VIP tent that's like right there on the runway. We didn't even get through like the second or third airplane that wasn't even close to what an F-16 or anything like that would sound like, and it was.
Why didn't you get him some of the ear covers?
Even with the air covers,
yeah, he didn't
way
like it.
too much.
Yeah.
The vibration. You guys know how if you go to a concert and you sit front row, you feel the vibration throughout your body, right? Yeah. And so
he didn't like the vibration
too much.
either.
And I tried warning a mutual friend of ours about that with his child. Did not heed the warning.
Look, I remember this, and I was probably 4 or 5. I wasn't in first grade yet, so whatever age that is. I remember, and this was in Sacramento, we would watch the Rancho Cordova fireworks at the high school. And I remember it hurt my ears. I had to plug my ears for the whole thing because your ears are so sensitive when you're little. And then as you get older, you don't hear things. Like mosquitoes flying around, I don't hear that anymore. As a kid, I could always hear, and it would annoy me. If they were in my bedroom, I'd make my dad find it and kill it because it kept waking me up. They'd be flying near my head. And now I never hear mosquitoes anymore. So, but yeah, I remember doing that because it was loud. And, now as an adult, it doesn't bother you. But I do remember that was painfully loud, having the fireworks go off. All right. This from the Mirror. Speaking of police and shit, DNA and shit. This from the Mirror, England. Woman's living room sealed off by police after bizarre discovery found in walls. Now, I don't read these. Those of you that don't know the deal, I only read the headlines. I find this stuff out with you. So if it's a nothing burger, as Ryan would say, then it is. But I'm intrigued. Like, what's in there? Like, was it drugs? Was there, like, money from an armed robbery?
Women's bedroom sealed off after what they
Bizarre discovery found in the walls. Money from a robbery?
Could be a dead person.
I mean, I've heard of the people, they find him like 20 years later. They're in the chimney. There was a guy that tried to rob some outdoor store or whatever, and he went down their chimney, and they found him like 29 years later.
I mean, yeah, mold is too easy.
Well, police wouldn't seal it off for mold. That would be like health department, fire department or something. It's got to be a crime if it's the cops.
Yeah, maybe an animal body? I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know.
Maybe.
We'll find out now. Right. A woman has had her living room essentially sealed. Now it says living room. Oh, I said bedroom. Or you said bedroom.
I didn't say bedroom.
I thought I read bedroom. Anyway, living room. Okay. Boy, my brain went to the bedroom. I don't know. I just think of that stuff, I guess. I don't know. My whole mind lives in the bedroom. A woman has had her living room essentially sealed off by police after making a startling discovery in her fireplace. So now it went from found in the walls to the fireplace. I remember a dead guy climbed down the thing. In the cavity wall, okay, so now it's a wall again. In the cavity wall behind the fire, a series of bone fragments have been found. The room has since had to be closed off until the bones have been analyzed to determine species. Lauren Jones shared the shocking find, not on Reddit, Facebook. The Facebook group Our Old House, which focuses on homes dated from the 1700s to the mid-century era. You know what? I will say this. I'm jealous as an American, especially a West Coast American, that we don't have old, like, haunted shit, like 1500 castles and haunted shit. Our shit's all new. I mean,
we have haunted stuff. We have
yeah, but it's not the old stuff, like from the Dark Ages and shit.
It's like Hearst Castle. It's down by San Luis Obispo.
Have you seen that?
I have not.
I saw it when I was like 6 or 7, because I remember, I only remember there's some stairs going down, and I guess I was being a little shit. I was cracking jokes as the tour was going on and making the audience laugh or something. I just heard that story from my parents. Like, I kept cracking one-liners.
We also have Alcatraz, though.
I've been to that. That's awesome. Have you done that?
Do the audio tour. Yeah, it's pretty.
We didn't do the audio tour. We had a guide.
Oh, okay.
And from the Parks Department. And that's fun. And they told us why they used to let people get in the thing and they would slam the door shut, but then they got a group stuck and they took them like 5 hours to get them out. So they don't do that anymore.
We got to get in. That was
Did they shut the door though? They let us in.
They did. It was 20 years ago, probably.
This was even before that they stopped doing
Really?
it. Maybe they fixed it. Maybe they put in some safety feature that let them know that they could open the doors up. But yeah, Alcatraz is really I highly recommend it. And then I also did so Hearst Castle I don't remember, but I do remember Winchester Mystery House. From the Winchester,
That's right.
She thought it was haunted, so she had people in there building 24 hours a day so that the pounding of the hammers and everything. And there were stairs that went to nowhere and doors that opened up to nothing. And it was a weird-ass tour.
That's Bay Area, right?
Yes. San Jose, I think. But she was haunted by supposedly the dead people that were shot and killed by the Winchester rifle would haunt the family, and she was, obsessed with seances and trying to cleanse the house and into all that stuff. All right, so do we know if have they figured it out? While it's off into space for sharing incredible, wait, we're talking about the Facebook group. Hold on. I think this is a nothing burger. Wait. We don't get to find out what the bones are? Hold on. People rush to the comment section. Yeah, it's people speculating what the bones are. I think it looks like a pony. Yeah. Oh, I hate that. Don't print the story until you know what they are. It's ridiculous. Stupid.
Of course it's a nothing burger.
It's a nothing. Well, I mean, it was cool with the bones until it was like, we're not sure what they are. Well, then don't print the story yet. I want to read this one. I feel like there's a Halloween theme going because we're in October. Geez, we're only 16 days away. What's your kid going to be for Halloween?
Pikachu.
Probably. Is that his thing right now? That's all he's about.
It's always been his thing.
Always been.
He's been Pikachu the last 3 years. He has a really cute costume. He's got a couple of them. That are super comfortable to wear too. I think it's just easy for him.
Nice. Tyler's in with some content. The most haunted states in America, according to these, are the top 20 haunted states in the U.S. for haunted experience. We've also highlighted estimated ghost sightings in each location. Texas, 6,845 haunted sites. California, 6,444. And Ohio's third with 2,555, and then it goes down, down, down. Michigan, Illinois, Indiana. So I had a customer. We have it's where I used to live too, St. Helens, Oregon. There is a 3 or 4 story, and it used to be a hotel, and they used to even have a brothel upstairs. And apparently 2 women were murdered there, and it's one of the 5 most haunted sites in Oregon or something like that. And it's pretty creepy up there. It's and then the bottom they had converted to a restaurant. And I got to go up there, and while he owned it, and he later sold it, and I actually was friends with this customer, he had some kids that wanted to sleep over up there, and he's like, yeah, lawsuit, because it wasn't to code up there. It was a little dangerous because Like the stairs didn't have a railing and stuff like that. So he was afraid that someone would get hurt and have a lawsuit. But they wanted to spend the night in there and film it and everything else.
Have you ever had an experience?
I've had some creepy things, but nothing like I saw a ghost float by or anything like that. But I've had those like creepy things where you're like it's something doesn't feel. Yeah, I've had those weird things like something feels weird, like I'm alone but feels like there's someone there. Creepy.
Okay.
I've had one where I can't remember this. I've forgotten all about this, but something. I have to ask my wife because I remember telling her, like my dad was sitting after he died, was sitting on the foot of my bed, and I couldn't tell if I was dreaming or if it was happening. And I told her the next morning, I'm like, that was weird. And that was probably within 6 months of him passing. Like, I think it was a dream, but I remember waking up and I remember like looking around the room and everything else. So that was weird because I wasn't sure if I was awake or not. I'm assuming it was a dream, but
I definitely had one. I know it wasn't a dream. It's been debated if there's something or something following somebody on my other side of the family, and especially out at my mother-in-law's house. And it was before Jen and I were married. Her boyfriend, who was basically like husband, they just decided not to get married. He died. He was a good dude, by the way, too. And the mother-in-law had started taking down, it had been a little bit, taking down some of the pictures of all them together and, those two together. And before Jen and I were married, out of respect, even though she probably wouldn't have cared, I still would sleep on the couch. Or before we were engaged, I would sleep on the couch if I spent the night out there. And right above the couch, there was 3 pictures. There were 2 of Maria and Francisco, and then one of Jen and her brothers. And anyways, I was hearing this like these feet running in circles around the kitchen. And I'm like, what the hell's going on? My first thought was like mouse, right? And so I get up, I'm looking around, nothing there. I check, the dog is locked in the room with Jen, dead ass asleep, because it was a little poodle. And so I lay back down, same thing. These feet are just going around, and I'm like tripping the fuck out. And then I look up, and the picture that's laying above me of Maria and Francisco, it went and it turned like almost 90 degrees, and it turned right back. And
you've told me this story. Yeah.
Yeah. And at that point, I was like, I don't care about respecting Jen's mom about me being like in the bed. I'm going in the bed with her. It scared the living daylights out of me.
Yeah.
But it was real.
You told me this. Yeah.
It was freaking real.
Yeah.
And because Maria, we were talking the night before about her taking down the stuff of Francisco.
Yeah.
And
You're
I was like, Maria, don't
leave it
touch
up.
that. Leave that shit up.
Yeah, right.
Leave it up.
That is
and so then
spooky.
And so like with my mind, I'm trying to make sense of it the next day. I'm thinking like, okay, was there something like an animal under the house? Like there was no explanation.
No.
Nothing.
No. That's that you told me that before. That's creepy. Here's that Klondike. So this is the one that the 2 prostitutes. Well, what do they call them back in the Western days? It wasn't prostitutes. It was
hussies.
No. It was there's.
Oh, it starts with like a B.
I think you're right. I want to say yeah, but
Braz. not Brazzers, guys. I know you're.
I want to say bordello, and it's not bordello, but it's something like it's This is a good show. We're all typing. What was it?
Hey, we're Googling, Tyler.
They were called, okay, there's lots of names. Soiled Doves, Sportin' Women, Daughters of Sin, Ladies of Line,
Nymphs of Prairie,
Nymphs du Prairie, Scarlet Ladies, Fair Bells. I think I'm thinking of something Bell. Painted Cats, Fallen Angels, Doves of the Roost.
About, like the Moulin Rouge. What did they call?
Yeah, that's what exactly what I'm thinking of. That's what I'm trying to figure. There's a name, and if I see it, I'll go, that's what I was thinking of.
I know what you're talking.
Yeah. That's what I'm trying to think of.
It's like
brothel. Yeah, brothel, but the women.
This is gonna kill me.
I know. I think you and I are trying to find the same word. I'm gonna have to look it up later. Anyway, I'm gonna put the pictures up. This is it's Klondike. It's a restaurant tavern now, but there's the outside exterior, and this goes way back. St. Helens is pretty
boutonniere.
What?
Boutonniere?
No, that's the flower you wear on your lapel. So let's see if they have the upstairs. So this is the downstairs. Kind of looks retro and everything else. Let's see if I can get upstairs. So this is a real old building from like early 1800s or something like that. I want the upstairs.
Burlesque.
That's not what I was thinking of.
Okay, then I think that's the word that I was thinking.
Yeah. Boudoir bitches. Boudoir that's what I was trying. Yeah, it'll come to me.
Burlesque is.
Yeah, well, that was a very it was dancing where they did get nude and
A
topless.
burlesque show is not like going to a strip club. Unlike a strip club, you should not necessarily expect nudity. Dancers at a burlesque show plan their routines carefully and do a lot more training.
Yes. Well, they
like
do a lot.
strippers
They're usually like get down to lingerie for a burlesque. Whereas a strip club, it's depending on what state you're living in. Here, it's full nude and there's a pole. But they're doing like choreography in a burlesque. So
see, I still can't get over these strip clubs where full nudity is not allowed and they have to wear like
pasties. Yeah.
That's so
I told you
weird.
about when I was married to wife number 2, she had some friends come out from Cincinnati and we're like, hey, we got the Oregon coast, we've got Mount Hood, Timberline Lodge, we've got, downtown, the food, and they're like, what we really want to do is we hear like your strip clubs are like full nude here. And they're like, we're like, yeah, what are they in Cincinnati? They have to wear pasties and then they wear, a lacy underwear. And I'm like, so that's what you want to do? And they're like, yeah. And so we did that. That's what this couple from Cincinnati wanted to do. And what's weird is when that's the request, I'm wondering to myself, when this is over, they're going to be like, so what do you think about swinging? It's like, like, is this a setup?
Yeah, but like for Portland woman, it's not really full nude because of the hair. You can't really see everything.
They're very.
It's kind of.
Wells and I got into the conversation on a DJ show or something. There's several strip clubs where it's like they look like Playboy. I mean, they're very attractive. Now there's we've got more strip clubs per capita than anywhere in the world. So
why is that?
If you've got the top end places, and there's 3 of them, basically 3, and then you've got 100 clubs, the farther you go down the list, I mean, I went to this one place. I was 26, 7, and it was just this hole in the wall place, and I just popped in there. It was a woman with one leg.
What?
Yes, a stripper with one
Stripping?
leg. She had her other leg removed just above the knee, and she was stripping, and I was like, "Oh, that's interesting." Yeah.
Was she able to swing on the pole with her leg?
You know what? I wasn't paying that much attention. There was like one guy, dirty old man guy over there watching her. And I just kind of ordered a drink and it was, I'm trying to remember the name of that place. It's something Hideaway or something. I forget what it was. Anyway, it was just like, that's something you don't see every day. Interesting. What was her name? Eileen.
Was there like a little stump or what?
Well, there was a pole. This was like, it was more like a bar. And the stripping part was an afterthought. It was off in the side, and it was one stage. Whereas a lot of the places, the top end places, have 3 stages. They have 3 going at the same time.
Okay, but like, if she only had one leg, did she have like a little stump, or was there just like one full?
You know
leg
what?
and...
I literally watched. I came in, I saw, and I kind of double took like. Is that really what I'm seeing? And I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, huh. And then I kind of went over to the bar and I got my drink and I was looking. And this dude, the dude that was there, he was like in a chair and he had his hands on his knees and he was like this, like just watching. And I'm looking at him, and I'm looking at her, and I'm just like, huh, that's interesting. Okay, that's something. I just never would have thought.
The problem with the strip club is there's always that one guy in your group that thinks he has a chance with one of the strippers.
Of course.
And
there's more than one guy that thinks that because they make you think it.
Yeah, he spends way too much, and then he's in your ear. Oh yeah, she's totally digging me. Like, oh yeah, no, this isn't like a part of the act. Like, she's digging me. And next thing you know, champagne room. Next thing you know, can I borrow $20? Next thing you know, yeah. Anyways,
hold on. I just saw a story. I didn't pull it. But it kind of matches what we're talking about. Oh, man. I'll have to paraphrase it because I saw it, but I didn't pull the story. Anyway, AI, there's a scam going on in Asia or whatever where guys are losing millions of dollars because they now have AI video. They're doing video chats, and it's an AI woman. It's not even a real woman. But it's gotten so good they can't tell. And it's customized to them. So if their name's John, hey, John, whatever. And then they get ongoing relationships. They do multiple dating sites. Then they start sending her money. And it's a freaking fake. It's not even a real person.
You're an idiot if you send money to anybody.
I agree.
Don't know.
I agree.
Like that. Like, if
I
it's
agree.
Dating, it's dumbass. That's
but it
AI.
happens.
That's not on AI. It's people are stupid.
People are lonely. And they're suckers. And
bacon.
Well, I'm just saying. Okay. Let me. I gotta word this correctly. I don't want to. I don't. Let's just say, because everyone's got their number, and what you usually date, right? Okay. So if you're dating 5s and 6s, because that's what you can get. Because you are whatever you are. And all of a sudden a 10 is all interested in you. That should send up some questions. You should start wondering, like, this is the most beautiful woman that has ever been into me. Why? Now, if you're rich, you've probably had that happen multiple times. So even though you might be a 5, if you've got lots of money, you've got a lot of 10s after you. If you've got millions of dollars. So money is one thing. You could be a real hot guy. It could be another thing. Or you could be a famous person. Like, I've seen some ugly comedians pull some really hot women. They probably also got money. So anyway, I'm just saying. So if you're some guy and you're doing the dating apps and the video chats and everything else, and all of a sudden this 10 is really into you, and she's like, oh my gosh, I've never met anyone like, you should wonder, this has never happened to me before. I wonder if there's an ulterior motive. And then the first time they ask you for money, you should go, there it is. That's it.
I completely agree. By the way, Headstrom Bacon has done the difficult math, the heavy lifting for us. Portland is the city in the U.S. with the most strip clubs, which we knew, per capita.
Wow, look at this.
But here it is, 8.86 per 100,000 residents.
Wow. He pulled the figures. Good job, Bacon.
Well done.
Good job, Bacon. Oh, it's the city in the U.S. I might have said world, which would make sense. I think there's a lot more places outside of the United States that would have that number, especially touristy places. But we have more than Vegas. And that's weird, too, because I remember going to Vegas, meeting a bunch of friends for the first time in person. We're all online friends. And once again, it was 50-50 men and women, and they all wanted to go to a strip club. Vegas, we had to go. There was only one place that served alcohol and had full nude. Either it was not full nude and they served alcohol, or it was full nude and they had no alcohol, fruit, drinks, and whatever. So we went to this one place called the Palomino Club, and that apparently had both because they were in a certain part of the city or they were grandfathered in or something like that, and that's where we went.
So usually if that's what you're looking for, you don't go to it. It comes to you if you're in Vegas.
I'm talking about strippers and not anything more than that.
Correct.
They come to your room?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, we didn't get that far. We ran a limo. All pitched in, got a limo, went out to this Palomino Club. Here's the story. This is the quick story about the Palomino Club, the part I can talk about. So we get to there, and like I said,
I can talk about.
Oh, I'll tell you later. I'm not kidding. I'll tell you later. Anyway, there were 10 of us. I think it was 5 women, 5 guys, or 6 women, 6 guys, 4 women, whatever, in our group. So we go over there, and they're all drinking. Now, this is right after, within 3 months of me being diagnosed with my congestive heart failure, and I've been told, you cannot have any alcohol. Your heart is really damaged, and it'll make it really worse. And she scared the shit out of me. Like, you will be on a transplant list unless you make significant changes in your life. And the first one is you cannot have a drop of alcohol. So I said, done. So and they're all drinking in the limo or whatever. And, hey, you want one? No. No. And they knew I could. So no pressure. So we get there, and I remember this one gal, her brother came out with her. And we're all at the table, and we get there early, like 4 p.m. And so there's like one girl up. And the funniest thing is the stripper's name, and we still laugh about this because it's hilarious. There's stripper names, Cinnamon, Portia. This stripper's name was Bubbles. That is the unsexiest stripper name I've ever heard of in my life. What made you think Bubbles is going to get guys to fire those ones off at me? Bubbles! Bubbles! Her stripper name was Bubbles!
It's usually not the name, it's the visual, but go ahead. I get it.
Well, her name, she was referred to as Bubbles. Bubbles, stage 1. It was weird. That was the weirdest stripper name I've ever heard in my life. So, anyway, she's doing her thing, and they're all drinking, and they're getting pretty toasted. And so the brother goes and sits over at the table. And I go over there too, and he goes, they're not attractive. And I'm like, yeah, Portland's got better or whatever. So the waitress comes over, takes our order. I order a 7-Up or whatever. He orders his drink, and she goes, why aren't you guys over with your friends? Because we're the only people in this place right at this time. And he says, I wasn't going to say it. He goes, they're just not my type, I think is what he said. And she goes, what do you like? And he goes, like brunette, whatever, describes it. And she looks at me and she goes, what about you? And I go, yeah, it's not doing it for me either. I'm from Portland, whatever, And she goes, what's your type? And I go, I can't believe I'm saying this on there. I go, like a Hispanic, pretty. And I swear to God, she goes in the back room and she pulls the exact 2 women that we described. Like, freaking, they made them or something. I'm like, oh my gosh. So the brunette sits down next to him. Barbie is mine stage.
Barbie.
Yeah, Barbie sits down next to me, and they start talking and everything, and we're all talking, right? And so, hey, can I buy you a drink? I buy her a drink. He buys her a drink, and they're drinking, and we're paying. And yeah, she had several drinks, and so I get it. We're paying for these drinks so they will sit with us. I get it. We're paying for that. So anyway, but the story is
the only thing you paid for?
The story is, yes, we described kind of a description, and they had 2 women that looked exactly like the women we described.
Yeah, it's crazy. Like, who would think that, like, they would have a Mexican stripper and a brunette stripper?
We hadn't seen them all. We hadn't seen them in the afternoon. And they literally
Who would have thought? What are the chances?
Right? I mean,
that somebody would want a Mexican stripper or a brunette stripper?
Right. In Vegas. Right.
In Vegas.
Yeah. Up until that point, I just thought it was just really. Like,
dude, you should have taken all your money and played Keno, dude.
Hey, if I would have said, oh, you know what really does it for me? A stripper with only one leg. Would she have been back there?
Probably not.
Who
knows?
But yes, I get it. A Hispanic and a tall brunette. I get it. So anyway, I just thought that was. To me, I get it. You're saying, but to me, it was like, what? Anyway, it was my
bacon.
I will say this. I really, really, really want to touch myself. I will say this. That was my first trip to Vegas ever. And I just got the diagnosis that I had this really bad, serious health condition. And then my wife number 2 had just taken off, and so I didn't really have the money to go either, and I'm like, fuck it, I'm putting on a credit card because I need it. I need this, and my friends are going to be there. I'm going to meet them that was the best freaking Vegas trip ever. I mean, just right time in my life. I had a lot of chaos going on, and it was 4 or 5, whatever days we stayed there, of just, you know what? All my problems can stay in Portland. I'm going to have fun, and it was fun. Right group of people, and it was just a blast.
Good.
It was. We got to go.
I got to get out.
Yeah.
I got basketball responsibilities.
All right. We'll be back tomorrow, 5 p.m. Wednesday for the Waterhole. Thanks for coming, everybody, and we'll see you tomorrow. And, yeah, that was a weird story that, anyway, I probably wasn't going to tell. All right, late. We're out of here. See you tomorrow.